Install it where? Okay. I worked for an alarm system installer for almost 2 years. By the second year I was a team lead for a small sales area. One day one of my techs called frustrated and tells me that the homeowner was drunk and insisted on putting the glass break detector in the hallway of the mobile home because that's where the salesperson said it would go. I go over to this mobile home and quickly realize this person isn't going to be swayed. I smile and say, I understand completely. The customer is always right. I then turn and give the tech a wink and say, go ahead and install it where he wants. The work is done and the customer signs the document that says the work has been done to his specifications. Now a glass break detector basically does what it sounds like. You mount it on the ceiling above a window, and if the window breaks, the detector hears the sound and sends a signal to the panel. This happens whether you arm the panel for stay or away, because windows can still be broken while you are at home. This also is an immediate alarm, so you don't have a system countdown to turn off the panel. This is tuned for the frequency of broken glass, but it will trigger for any sufficiently loud noise. We do the test with either a glass break sound app on the phone or a power drill. This just happened to be mounted above his granddaughter's door. She apparently slammed the door a lot. A week later I come to the house on a service call since the alarm has gone off multiple times. The man is no longer drunk. And after explaining the situation, he is actually very apologetic and says he regrets having us see him drunk. We moved the glass break to a better location and never had a problem with his system for the rest of the time I was there. Smoke detectors near bathrooms or cooking area. Not sure who designed the placement of these, but I have one 5 feet from my stove and above the bathroom door. Both predictably activate after showers or during cooking. Crinkly cat tunnels will also set the glass break alarm off. I have a love-hate relationship with window break sensors. My dogs set the one off in their room all the time. I regret it, lol. I was an assistant alarm installer for the summer of 1985. Actually May through November, at which time I quit to go to a trade school. We got called out to a soup kitchen in deepest Brooklyn because their alarm kept falsing. And there was an ancient, even for 1985, tape loop dialer that was hardwired to call 911 and recite its message. Stand by for an emergency message. Less than repeat, there is a break-in in progress at neighbors together. Less than repeat, etc. I used to be able to recite that damn message verbatim. No central station. Straight to 911. And after a few false alarms they just won't come anymore. NYPD was getting peeved at then. You can't do test calls to 911. So we had to troubleshoot with the line disconnected. Turns out they had an equally ancient radar-based motion detector. It was supposed to ignore mice, but rats and squirrels would set it off. And they apparently had both. We wound up swapping that out for a dual-tech detector. Combo passive infrared, ultrasonic, which was new technology at the time. And the false alarms stopped. I had an awkward conversation with my alarm company where I had to explain that the loud noise that set off my glass break sensor was me slapping the arm of my leather sofa out of frustration while playing a video game. My glass break sensor has been set off by such things as dropping a pan in the kitchen or a toilet seat slamming loudly. But dropping and shattering an actual glass or a ceramic plate, those do nothing. In my day we used lead tape in a loop near the edges of the glass. Break the window? Breaks the tape in the circuit, thus setting off the alarm. I used to teach high school science. And I've been in more than one school where they mounted smoke detectors near or in the labs rolling on the floor laughing. Big of them to admit their mistake though. All these stories about people getting false positives on their glass break sensors makes me worried that mine have never gone off at all. I have sneezed and triggered our glass breakage alarm. As someone that works at an alarm monitoring company, glass break detectors are just a big headache. 75% of customers panic when they hear the words glass break, and the rest just laugh it off because the dog barked or they dropped a dish in the sink. Also poorly placed smoke detectors, but that's another story. I had experience in private security, so when I had a 3-month break in my schooling, I took a job responding to alarms. 3-month. All false alarms. My favorite night was Valentine's Day. People get balloons. Balloons on string move when an HVAC vent comes on. It's February, so the heat is coming on frequently. So the motion detector alarms come on. I'd drive to the building, it could be 30 minutes. Check the outside. Then call dispatch to have the owner come out, collect the balloons and place them in the restrooms since there are no motion detectors there. At the end of the shift there were still dozens of alarms not checked. So, if you want to break into a building, Valentine's Day night is the best time if you're concerned with security.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.